everybody, and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be resetting for February 2023. I cannot believe that January is already coming to a close. Like, I feel like we were only just setting up for the new year and it's really sped by, but we're already a 12th of the way through the year, which is equal parts exciting and terrifying by how quickly this has flown by. Anyway, today I'm going to be taking you through as I reset for the month. So I'm going to be cleaning up, I'm going to be going over my goals, going over my budget, doing all of the fun things and taking you guys right along with me. So to start off with, I just want to do a quick clean of my apartment. It is currently probably like 5 o'clock on a Monday night, and so my apartment is not the cleanest at this minute, but once I finish this reset, it'll be very nice and pretty again. I have finished up with all of my cleaning. I cleaned the kitchen and the bathroom and picked up my room a little bit. So now it's time for me to actually go to my goals from January and reflect on them, look over them, see how I did, and just talk a little bit about the highlights, the lowlights, and everything in between. Also, okay, you have to let me know how you feel about the setup for this video. I like it to be pretty cozy, which is why I'm literally doing it in my bed. That is not only just because I like to be cozy, but also because I don't have many places to film in my apartment that are just mine. In fact, I'm waiting for my roommate to get back right now, so hopefully she doesn't walk in. So I do all of my planning for the month in Notion. I've talked about this before over and over again. If you saw my 2023 reset video or my January reset video, I used Notion for both of those. So I'm just going to go straight to there to start off with. So here is my page for January 2023. If you guys saw that video, then you would have already had a look at this, but basically I have my little quote at the beginning and I have it all themed blue because that was the color that I went with for January. I have my top 3 priorities. So for those, I have number 1 was job applications, which I still haven't done. Number 2 was vehicle dynamics research and Nova Noise choreo. I did manage to finish my choreo for Nova Noise for my top group, so that was a good win. I also did do a decent amount of reading for formula, but there's still a lot I want to do. That being said, I will also say it is only the 23rd of January when I'm filming this because I wanted to get this up really early for you guys. So there is still a little bit of time for me to look back and change some things up in the month. In terms of books to read, I finished These Violence Delights and I finished The Deal, and I'm almost done with Caraval. I might finish that before the end of the month, but for now I'm not going to tick it since I haven't finished that yet. And then I have my task breakdown so you can see what I did on a weekly basis. I was pretty happy with this progress, to be honest. I think consistently I needed to be journaling and also stretching. Those were the 2 places where I really struggled every single week. So I was really good about uploading videos every week. I have done some research into where I'm going to live next year. Like I said, I finished my tap dance. I've been going to ballet consistently. I have done some reading of vehicle dynamic stuff. So all of that was things I was really proud of. And I'm going back up to my goal breakdown just so I can double check all of these things. Doing good on attending ballet classes, doing good on reading. Oh, I did do that. That's all done. I haven't been doing all that great when it comes to uploading to Instagram, but that's okay. Choreographing my dance for Nova Noise, that's all done. 3 detailed testing plans, that's not done. Still doing some research. Applying to jobs, not quite there, but overall I feel like I'm doing a good job from where I am. I do feel like I'm happy with where I'm at right now. Okay, I've just finished going through and just reflecting on January, putting in all of my highlights and my lowlights, and just generally thinking about things that I want to be focusing on in February, and if you're curious about what I'm going to put in here, I'm going to leave that and put it in the end section of this video, where I'm just going to do like a January review, talk about memories from the month, so stick around to the end to see that. But now I'm going to start setting up for February, and actually the thing that I want to do first for that is setting up in my digital bullet journal. So within GoodNotes, I have this quarterly goals page, and with this I have kind of split my goals up by quarter in my Notion page, which you probably saw a minute ago. And so I'm going to look at these goals again and look at what my goals are, what I've managed to accomplish in January, and I'm going to write down some very specific tasks that I need to make sure that I do during the month of February to make sure that I am on top of everything and doing all of my goals. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Okay, I've gone ahead now and just created those tasks. So those are all laid out. So these are things that I absolutely need to make sure that I do this month. Looking at what I actually managed to do in January on this list, these other things are actually like, some of them are in my plan to do like in the following week. So I still think that some of these will get done, they just haven't yet. So now I'm going to move on. I'm going to go back to Notion and set up my Notion page for the month of February. Okay, so here's just a quick rundown of what my page looks like for February. So I have this like pretty flowery theme going on. I really like this cover picture that I found. I just used like the built-in version from Notion that you can do. The quote that I chose this month is "Beauty begins the moment you decide to be yourself," which is by Coco Chanel. And I just think that that's a really good thing to remember in a month like February, where there's a lot of things about relationships and that kind of stuff, and so just having that reminder is really important. Then I have my top 3 priorities. First, I just want to enjoy my senior year. I also really want to focus on my formula team and doing a lot of research and planning for various things for that. This next couple months are really push time for us, so it's really important that I focus on that. But I also want to finalize my plans for the summer. That means like finding a place to live-ish, finding a few options for that potentially, and then also hopefully I'm going to Europe for a few weeks, so I'm hoping I can figure out some of that. In terms of books to read, I've set my sights quite low. I want to make sure I finish Caraval by Stephanie Garber, and then I also want to read The Marriage Portrait by Maggie O'Farrell. I just bought that book. It looks so good. I've had my eye on it for a while, so I'm really excited to read that. Something else that I really like to do is just put in some of the highlights that I'm looking forward to for this month. So I have a 100 Days Till Graduation party that I get to go to. There's Wells Fargo games with the basketball this semester. I have a winter gala that I'm going to, and then it is Valentine's Day, which even though the holiday is not my favorite, it's still a fun time. Then, of course, I just have my goal breakdown there like I do every single month. And then I did my task breakdown. So based on those tasks that I had written down, I kind of broke those up by week and made sure that I put in like the habits that I want to do that week and the specific tasks that I want to do that week, just so I have a general idea. So week 1, I'm going to be applying to jobs. I have some things that are on here every single week just to remind myself, like journaling, going to ballet, stretching, that kind of thing. And then I have some more specific ones like doing tap formations or planning this reveal or that reveal, or going and booking my flights for the summer, that kind of thing. And doing that by week, I look at my calendar down below, which has my exam schedule for the semester, and so I can see when I'm going to be really busy and when I'm not, and so I can plan for these things to happen in those weeks. And then when I sit down to plan my weeks every week, how many times can I say week? I'm already ready and I have a plan of things that I need to be doing. It is a couple days later now. I just ran out of time the other day while I was doing this, but the next thing that I wanted to go over was my budget for the month of February. And I basically do like the same thing every month for my budget whenever I'm at school. And I start by looking at my budget tracking spreadsheet, which I just got offline. It was for free. I do want to kind of make my own this year because I don't love this like a ton. Like, it's really helpful and it's really helped me to start budgeting, but I'm looking for something a little bit more personalized now. But I did get this from Aspire Budgeting. Okay, so I like to start by just looking at my dashboard and seeing where I have money and where I don't. So this is based on what I budgeted last month, and I can see where I'm at, where I spent the most, where I haven't spent the most, where I've gone over my budget. And so I like to start by kind of fixing where I've gone over my budget and like budgeting back in money so that I don't end with a negative at the end of the month. That just makes the most sense for me and my system, so I'm going to start with that. I like to move the categories around though. So like for this, I went over in groceries, so I'm going to go for my dining out budget and take it out of that and put it into groceries. So I'm not actually allocating any more money. My overall budget stays the same, but I have that category, both of those categories now are no longer under budget. I do have another one on here, I know, but that's just because I'm owed money and I don't want to forget to get that, so I'm going to leave that there. So next, what I like to do is I like to look at my spending report. So there I can just see like physically where I spent the most money this month, and I can actually go back in time and find just like an average of how much I spent over time. So I'm going to go back to September of 2022, so that I can see which categories I generally spend the most in. So this is in all time, but if I go down here, I can look at specific categories. So if I want to look at dining out, I can see that my average for dining out is like $130 a month. Or if I want to look at groceries, I can see it's about $200 a month. So that's just like what I like to look at to figure out how much I want to spend on everything this month and how I want to budget that. So then I go back to my category transfers, and I'm going to put in, obviously it's not February yet, but I'm going to start by just putting in like February so that all of this kicks in the day that, like on the first day of February. And then I'm just going to go through and figure out how much I want for each of these categories. So I'm going to do that really quickly now. Okay, I apologize for an additional outfit change. I just seem to struggle to finish filming this video, but I'm going to go through very quickly the money that I have budgeted out for the month of February. So here you can see what I will be budgeting. So first of all, for dining out, I just put $90 in because I didn't actually spend as much as I expected to this past month. So I put 90 in for that. Usually I would go to like 150, but like I said, I had leftover money from last month that I like to carry over. I put 200 in for groceries. That's about the average that I spend each month. I put $20 into everything else, just in case. $100 into fun money because I do have a few things planned this month that I know I'm gonna have to pay for. I put $50 into my workout classes or dance classes, but I shouldn't actually have to spend money on that except for like parking, which will be like $7 or $8 for the month. So that's more just there so I can start saving for the next time I need to buy a class card. I put $70 into alcohol, which I think will be enough. Like I said, that's kind of the average for that too. I put a whole bunch into travel because I'm booking my spring break vacation, so I know I'm going to be spending money there. I put $20 into gifts. I don't really have much going on this month. Not many friends have birthdays or anything, so should be good there. Just my normal subscriptions, Amazon Prime, HBO Max, and then I put $75 in for clothing because I'm in the mood to shop, so I want to go shopping this month and I want to let myself buy some new clothes. I also put in $50 for auto maintenance and $100 for home maintenance. That's just something that I'm trying to do every month because I am moving into my own apartment in the summer, so I just want to kind of have a fund already set up for paying for things for that. So that is all of my budget for this month. So for the final little bit of this video, I just wanted to talk about January and some of my favorite memories from the month and just kind of go through my memories to share those with you, and also for my own posterity so that I can remember them in the future. So I started out the new year in the hot tub. My family went out there to watch the fireworks, which was really fun and really special, and I just felt really content. I spent some time with my little brother, and we went on a little brother-sister date before he went back to school. We went and got like Italian ice, which we always go do, so that was really fun. We also went to Chick-fil-A, and the waitress seemed to think that my brother was paying for me, which was just weird because it means that we look like we're closer in age than we are. And he's nearly 6 years younger than me, so I was a little bit like, this is strange. I also am really proud of myself for how much I've uploaded recently. I set a goal for myself for this year that I really wanted to be uploading consistently, and I feel like I've really been able to do that so far. My boyfriend came to visit me at home in Texas, which was really fun. We went to NASA, we went ice skating, we had a really wonderful time, and then we went back to where he lives, just outside of Boston, and I hung out there for a little bit. We went to the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, which was really cool because they had this big art heist there years ago, and so we got to see that. We also went to Salem, which was an interesting experience. We went to Lexington and Concord, basically all of these places where I've heard of and I wanted to go to, and I had a really great time. I've only ever been to Boston like twice before, once when I was really little, and I think we were mostly in Cape Cod, and also once whenever I was looking at colleges, but we literally only looked at the college and then we didn't see anything else. So that was a really cool time. It was also really nice to just spend time with him, and then we drove back to school together and we didn't kill each other, which was great. Like we got through the whole thing, which I think is a good sign for our relationship, who knows. And I just feel like I'm really gonna enjoy this semester. I really love the classes that I'm taking. They're so much fun. Like I have a Jane Austen class, which is really cool. I have a dance class, and I have time to go take ballet classes. And I'm just really looking forward to having a relaxing semester. I've worked really, really hard all throughout college so that I can have a chill semester, and I really do think that this is going to be that for me. So I'm very thankful for that. I've gotten to hang out with some of my friends again, see them, go out for dinner, just go out for some friend's birthday, which was really fun. We went out one night for my friend's birthday, and it was also a karaoke night, so we did some karaoke. That is all of my reflections from January. It's just been a really great month. I think a really great way to start out the year, and I'm just really excited to keep the year going and stay positive in everything that's going to be happening this year. So 1 down, 11 to go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go check out one of my other videos. Let me know how you like to reset for a new month, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!